All right, we know that the desire to reproduce is one that is very deep-rooted, by everybody. And the reality of in-vitro fertilization, for some couples, they wait for so long for this to happen without success, but sometimes it is very, very difficult. But as simple as this process is to achieve, a lot of constraints is people are affected with a lot of constraint that stops them from achieving this process. And this person in the studio, before I unveil we want to watch our profile frame, our picture frame. In-vitro fertilization, popularly called IVF. To discuss this issue, this topic with us this morning, we have in the studio OYINDAYO AKEEB. She is the president of the Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation. I really wanted to get that Odidiifeola because I don't think I've ever heard that word, Odidi.
No.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here.
Good to have you here.
On Morning Ride. This is beautiful.
Thank you so much. So you are the president of the foundation Odidiifeola
Fertility Foundation.
Yes. What you do is to give support, I understand,
yes,
to give support to people that are finding it difficult to...
Couples trying to conceive. Yeah.
Okay. So let's start from there. As a married woman, myself and my husband, how or when do we need to go have IVF?
Okay, as a married couple, it will depend on your age. If you are under 35 years old and you are, when you are married, obviously you are actively involved, and you tried for 1 year, trying for baby 1 year, and you are not able to achieve, then you should go for medical examination. That is, if you are under 35 years old. Okay,
and you have tried for 1 year.
And you have tried for 1 full year. 1 full year. You go for medical investigation. But older couples, especially the woman age, when the woman is above 35 years old, you try for 6 months, and there is no conception, you quickly go for medical investigation.
So tell us about IVF. Or before I go there, tell us, I understand that you had to wait for so long, how many years? About 15 years?
Yes, I waited for almost 15 years actually.
Almost 15 years.
Yes.
So tell us your experience. And tell us why you had to wait for 15 years before, going for IVF.
Okay. It is a traumatic experience. It is an horrible experience. It is something that no woman, and you know, with Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation now, where I have the opportunity to counsel many couples trying to wait, I now understand that it's the same feeling for men. You know, before I used to think that it's only women that, you know, feel it. It's an horrible experience that you would not wish to your worst enemy, even if you are wishing them some other things. It's a roller coaster kind of thing. It's very, very traumatic.
So why did you wait for 15 years?
I waited for 15
because
years.
You had advised now that matured couples should go, you know, after 6 months to look for intervention.
Well, that is why I'm doing what I'm doing today, because I do not have information.
So tell us about what you are doing today.
Okay.
Tell us about what you are doing today so that people can be informed.
What I'm doing today with Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation is to support family that are trying to conceive. I'm giving the things that I didn't get and giving the things that I got that helped me to achieve pregnancy. Things like information that you are just asking me now are some of the things that kept me waited for almost 15 years. I didn't have any good information about IVF. So everything I know about IVF, I didn't want to do it. You know, all this myth about the test tube babies and things like that, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, that was where I was going to, because I understand that at some people, I know that there are myths surrounding IVF.
Yes.
You know, people, you know, are being misled and all of that. So those are tell us about some of those myths and the challenges, and inform our viewers on how to discourage them to, you know, lean on the myths. Tell them something about, you know, I've been there for, probably I've been married for 5 years, and somebody is telling me don't let them do an artificial means of, because IVF, we all know that it is an artificial means of conception.
Assisted.
Yes.
Assisted.
Yes.
So,
It is assisted.
tell me what I need to know.
The information aspects of it, like I will use my own experience to analyze these things. I waited for almost 15 years. Number one, this is just, I started IVF, the process in 2017. So 2017 is not that stone age. But I didn't have information. I didn't even know that there was something like IVF that could help me. So when I started having information about IVF, the first set of information that I got concerning IVF were not something that I was looking, you know, wanting to do, because they call them, they say they are test tube baby. It is like IVF babies are not real baby. It's like they are not normal babies. So I didn't even want to go there. They are like inferior baby, like after having them, you know, all these baby that are not too, you understand? So I didn't want to go there until in 2017, you know. Then I had waited and been waiting tired. Even me had started getting, you understand? So I became like more open for information, you know, natural, whether they are spiritual, whatever, you know, all of us, we have contenders of destiny. You have people that are growing, you know, that are happy in your very situation, in the situation that are hitting you down. And I from the inception, I have this thing in me that no, no, I would not, I'm feeling it inside, but I would not let you see it.
Okay,
And I would,
madam.
okay.
Let me just hold your thoughts there. Now tell us about what Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation. Tell us about what you do for people. Tell us about the assistance that you give to people that are, you know, waiting to conceive.
Odidiifeola Fertility
Oh,
Foundation.
is it Ifeola?
Yes, Ifeola.
Okay.
The major thing that we do is funding, assisting financially.
Okay.
And that is major aside other things that we do, because it is not every family going through all of these experiences that I've been, talking about, that has a financial ability to access IVF.
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately, IVF is still very expensive.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And
Obviously.
in Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation, we try to support. And we've started doing it. I actually started it with my own fund.
Okay.
Supporting family that are waiting, that are trying, but do not have the financial ability to access it. We sponsor them with free IVF. And talking again about surrounding yourself with good people, God led me to some very good people. We have two of the best fertility clinic in Nigeria now that are supporting, that are our partner, and they supported us even with free sponsorship of IVF.
Because of our time, what has been the success rate from those ones you've assisted?
Oh, we've had many.
Because we know that even with the money that is involved, it's still 50-50 in most cases.
It's still 50-50.
Okay.
We've had many success rates even before Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation became public. It's something I started doing 2018 after the birth of my own children. We've had many of these women that came through me, they just want to look like me. A boy and a girl, twins, is what all of them are.
Some even put 3, 4 so that you can just do it once and for all. Okay, quick.
So you've had them coming up with delivering twins.
Yes.
So, madam, your own case is very, very peculiar, because I know in your own case is what medicine considered the secondary, type of infertility.
Secondary.
Yes,
fertility,
because I mean, you had children before. You
didn't
have any at all.
I didn't have any at all.
Okay.
I didn't have any at all. When I started, it was primary infertility.
Where you started?
But at age 40, I had my first conception, which I miscarried at about 3 months.
Okay, so that's when you now have to wait for 15 years.
No.
Oh, okay.
The period of marriage till conception
was almost 15 years.
So it was at that point after the miscarriage that you now have to go for IVF?
Yes, I started looking for alternative options. I've been doing my own different things. So I started looking for alternative things, and people pointed me to IVF.
Oh, okay.
Will you just say one or two things to the people, the women? Okay. Men couple now. Let me not say couple now that are waiting to conceive. Encourage
that
them
are trying to achieve conception.
Give them hope.
Give them words of encouragement as we go.
For family trying to conceive, like I said, age is not your friend when it comes to the issue of conception, medically. So when you've waited as a woman above 35, you've waited like 1 year, you started investigation, you waited for like 2 more years, you are like 37, quickly go for IVF. In fact, you see, the best advice now is that when you are getting to, you see that you are getting to that like 35, you can do something that they call cryopreservation.
Okay.
You will go preserve your egg.
Okay. Because as age goes
it's
dropping down.
You understand, the quality of your egg at the long run knock you to you having to use donor egg, and that is not, even that is very okay. You using donor egg, your baby still share from your genetic. So I would say don't wait like I did. Don't leave it for that long. Just go at it. Go for IVF. There is no, we have very successful people today that did this.
Quite a lot of information. Quite a lot of information she has been able to give us.
Thank you very much. Honestly, we've been talking about IVF, and we have been informed that children from IVF are no lesser human beings.
By the way, how are they doing?
Oh, very well.
Oh, wow.
My babies are beautiful. You saw their pictures.
I regards to that. I regards to that.
All right, we've been discussing with the president of Odidiifeola Fertility Foundation in the person of Oyindayo Akeeb. Thank you for being our guest this morning.